Have you ever felt thrown into the wolves? A moment where life seemed determined to break you, only for you to emerge stronger, wiser, and more determined. That is the essence of resilience, and no one understood it better than the Stoic philosopher Seneca. Throw me to the wolves and I will return leading the pack. These words, often attributed to Seneca, capture the Stoic spirit perfectly. Life will test us, it will wound us, humiliate us, and sometimes bring us to our knees. But the Stoic way is not to collapse, it is to rise. Seneca lived this truth. Advisor to Emperor Nero, he was surrounded by betrayal, suspicion, and danger. He knew what it meant to be cast into hostile circumstances. Yet instead of breaking, he turned adversity into wisdom, teaching lessons that still guide us today. Seneca's own life was anything but easy. Born in Córdoba, Spain, he was frail and sickly as a child, hardly the image of someone destined to lead the pack. Yet he fought through illness with discipline and study, devoting himself to philosophy as a source of strength. When he rose to prominence in Rome, his brilliance caught the eye of the powerful, but that also meant he lived constantly in the shadow of politics, envy, and betrayal. At one point, Seneca was accused of an affair and unjustly exiled to the island of Corsica. Many would have seen this as a personal defeat, but Seneca turned isolation into a workshop for the mind. There, he wrote letters and reflections on endurance, reminding himself, and us, that even in exile, a person can cultivate inner freedom. As he himself wrote, "No man is more unhappy than he who never faces adversity, for he is not permitted to prove himself." Later, when recalled to Rome, he became an advisor to the young Emperor Nero. This role placed him at the heart of danger, navigating a volatile ruler, shifting loyalties, and a court filled with suspicion. Yet rather than succumbing to fear, Seneca sharpened his Stoic practice, proving that philosophy was not an escape from hardship, but a tool to survive it. In this video, we'll explore how to transform hardship into strength, rejection into resilience, and setbacks into leadership. Not in theory alone, but through 10 powerful Stoic lessons you can apply to your own life when the wolves come for you. Lesson 1. See adversity as training. Seneca believed hardship was not punishment, but preparation. Every trial trains your soul like a weight trains your muscles. What hurts you now is forging strength you will need later. Example, the rejection letter, the lost job, the failed project. None of these are endings. They are drills, sharpening your mind and willpower. Lesson 2. Fear less, face more. We suffer more in imagination than in reality, Seneca wrote. Our fears usually outweigh the actual pain of events. When you're thrown to the wolves, fear whispers that you're finished, but reality often shows you're tougher than you thought. Next time fear grips you, ask, is this the wolf or only its shadow? Lesson 3. Control what you can. The wolves may surround you, but not everything is under their control. Your choices, your reason, your inner state remain yours. Seneca insisted freedom is not found in riches or safety, but in self-mastery. When attacked by fate, cling to the one fortress no wolf can breach, your mind. Lesson 4. Use time wisely. Seneca's essay on the shortness of life is a reminder. Time is the rarest resource. Wolves of distraction, procrastination, and regret waste more of our lives than enemies ever could. Ask yourself, if today were my last, would I spend it scrolling, worrying, or delaying? Or would I spend it living, learning, and loving fully? Lesson 5. Stand tall in misfortune. Seneca admired those who stand upright even under crushing weight. Misfortune does not define you, it reveals you. To return leading the pack means showing dignity when others expect collapse. When hardship strikes, surprise the world by refusing self-pity. That's leadership born from pain. Lesson 7. Build inner wealth. Seneca was one of the richest men in Rome, yet he wrote constantly about simplicity. Why? Because outer wealth is fragile, the wolves can steal it. Inner wealth, however, wisdom, calm, virtue, can never be taken. When stripped of possessions, you discover what truly belongs to you. Lesson 8. Choose your pack. Wolves run in packs, and so do humans. Who you surround yourself with shapes your survival. Seneca advised choosing friends of character, not convenience. If you are thrown among destructive people, resist becoming like them. Instead, seek those who elevate you. Leadership begins with the courage to choose your pack wisely. Lesson 9. Accept mortality, gain freedom. Much of our fear comes from avoiding one truth: we are mortal. Seneca often meditated on death, not morbidly, but as liberation. When you accept that even life itself can be taken, you stop fearing lesser losses. The wolves may kill the body, but they cannot kill a free soul. Lesson 10. Lead through example. To return leading the pack is not about domination, it is about transformation. By enduring hardship with grace, you inspire others. You become the one who shows the way out of the dark forest. Leadership, in the Stoic sense, is not conquest. It is living so that others see strength in your scars. Reflection. Seneca's own wolves. Seneca faced betrayal, envy, and eventually a forced death sentence. But in his letters, he shows no bitterness, only wisdom. He turned personal tragedy into universal lessons, proving that the wolves cannot devour a truly Stoic soul. When he opened his veins and calmly faced death, he embodied his philosophy: dignity even in defeat, victory even in loss. Modern wolves. We face our wolves may not wear armor or wield swords, but they are real. Stress, rejection, failure, social pressure, doubt, financial struggle, loneliness. Seneca's wisdom is timeless because these wolves are eternal. Yet so too is our capacity to rise, to lead, and to transform hardship into greatness. Standing in the middle of the storm can feel paralyzing, but it is precisely there that the chance to discover who you truly are emerges. The modern wolves, stress, criticism, financial pressure, social expectations, are everywhere. Seneca would say, do not let them become the masters of your inner world. Observe, understand, but never let them rule your peace and choices. Every challenge is a mirror showing where your strength lies and where growth is still possible. The beauty of these lessons is that they are immediately applicable. Start small, accept a setback today without complaint, respond thoughtfully instead of reacting impulsively, and reflect on what it teaches you. In this way, every rejection, every mistake, and every difficult situation transforms from an obstacle into a building block for your character. Soon, you will realize that you have not only survived the wolves, you have grown into someone capable of leading them rather than fearing them. Closing thoughts. So the next time life throws you to the wolves, remember Seneca's spirit. Pain is not the end. It is the beginning of strength. Loss is not destruction. It is the shaping of resilience. Ask not, why me? But what will this make of me? That is the Stoic way. Even after the storm passes, the lessons stay. Every wolf you faced leaves a mark not of fear, but of wisdom. Remember, it is not the obstacles themselves, but how you respond that defines your strength. Carry this courage forward, and you will find that life's challenges are not threats, but invitations to lead, to grow, and to become the person you were always meant to be. Thanks for watching. If you found value here, hit like, subscribe, and join the journey into deeper thought. No masters, only the mind.